What's going on YouTube, and welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button followed by the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And if you're watching this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot, lets me know that you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. So, The Train to Busan is a classic zombie film, in my opinion. It is a film that captivated me and many audiences as it got great reviews, great success. I mean, it even has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. For those that don't remember or haven't seen The Train to Busan, it is essentially a zombie movie about a father and his daughter that are trapped in a speeding train with a zombie outbreak in South Korea. It is a Korean film that was released in July of 2016 and has since had a sequel. And the film as a whole, I'm telling you, you might be thinking, wait, zombies in a train and they're trapped, like that sounds kind of silly. But I'm telling you, if you have not seen the film, it is an excellent adaptation to zombies. It really adds another layer that you don't really expect a zombie film to add, and just the excitement and action pack that it has. It really is a great film. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. But don't worry about it if you haven't seen it. This video doesn't have any spoilers or anything like that, so you can continue to watch this video because I wanted to discuss the new remake that is looking like it's going to happen. And I wanted to have a discussion regarding that remake, as well as your opinion on remakes as a whole of foreign films. So New Line looks to be taking over and doing this remake. It'll be interesting to see if it'll be a direct remake or if it'll be sort of its own thing. They kind of did that with, other films like Ring You, which was The Ring, stuff like that, where it was almost the exact same movie, just a couple changes. I just think, in my opinion, The Train to Busan was already such a well-finished film. How do you really make it better? Again, if you haven't seen the film, you probably don't quite grasp what I'm saying, but if you have seen the film, I know you understand exactly what I mean. It is a film that was just so well done with what they had and the idea and everything. And not just that, to do an Americanized version of it, I feel like everyone in America, for the most part, that would see this type of film has probably seen this type of film. Because again, it was so successful and so many people were talking about it and sharing it. And, it was on Netflix. I believe is where I saw it. So it wasn't on some like random platform that you had to go and look into. But it looks like James Wan is supposed to be directing it, and they're going to have, known producers and filmmakers alongside. Now again, this is just sort of still in the infancy stage, still in discussions, but it's looking more and more like Train to Busan remake. The Americanized version is going to happen. And now, as far as other adaptations, there have been, foreign films that have been, Americanized, I guess you could say. And they were just as good as, if not better. But I think that when you're doing something like this, again, how much better could it be? And I get the US is just looking at it as like, this is an opportunity to make money. The film was so successful, and yes, I think the American remake will be probably as successful, if not potentially more. It's just, I feel like it's a cash grab in a lot of ways. It's just, here's a successful foreign film that was done on not a huge budget, so, and for our standards, and let's now make it on a huge budget and make things a little different and better. But what are they going to add? They're going to add what? More gore, change the story more, make the movie longer? Like, what are they going to be able to add to really make this film attractive to an audience that has already seen this film? Now, it may be attractive to audiences that haven't seen this film, or perhaps didn't sit through this film because, again, it is a Korean film, so you had to watch it with subtitles. So maybe those people will be able to see this film, in English, to where it'll be more attractive and entertaining for them. Yes, that is a possibility. And of course, you're going to get people that already saw the Korean version and go see the American version. So I don't have a doubt that it will be successful. It's just one of those things that, I don't necessarily enjoy them making films just for money. I get it, it's entertainment, it's art, it's, whatever you want to call it to justify it, but this is just clearly a cash grab. Just you can argue The Ring was, various things like that. And yes, The Ring was an excellent film in and of itself. I enjoyed it. They even came out with a remake to the American adaptation not too long ago, a couple years ago, and even that was pretty good. But there have also been films that they made Americanized adaptations and they just tanked and weren't very good. And that's what I'm afraid they're going to do to this film, where they're going to Americanize it to a point where it's going to lose its luster and what made the film so great. Because it really was a great film. It was a film that I could watch over and over again, and still enjoy it and still get excited to see it. And, some people argue the second one. The second one, I don't believe was seen by as many people. At least it wasn't as, broadcast in public as the first one. I mean, the first one, everyone was talking about it, where the second one just kind of seemed to go more under the radar. But even that one I thought was good. Problem is, again, if this Americanized version does well, then we're going to get probably 10 of these films. And, next thing you know, it's going to be Plane to Busan or whatever, so it'll be interesting. But as always, this is a discussion and I want to hear from you. I want to know what your opinion was. If you enjoyed the original film, if you didn't enjoy the original film, either way, I want to hear about it. So join the discussion down in the comments and please let me know what you think. Are you looking forward, or would you enjoy an Americanized adaptation? It is being done by New Line, so there is hope. They usually do great movies, and I'm a huge fan of, Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street, films like that. So I don't necessarily doubt that they won't do a good job. I just feel, again, this film will lose a lot of its luster in, the remake. But that's my opinion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think, and let me know which Americanized version of a foreign film you really enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.